it's challenging for anyone to hide who they are and have to hide who they are. But in a sense of doing my job, no, I just did my job as a normal soldier.
A veteran from the Indiana National Guard who is transgender speaking out about President Trump's plan to ban transgender individuals from serving in the military. President Trump made that announcement this morning on Twitter.
He says he will ban transgender individuals from serving in, quote, any capacity in the U.S. Armed Forces.
The president says he consulted with his generals and military experts. He says the military must be focused on victory and cannot be burdened with the tremendous medical costs and disruption that transgender in the military would entail.
So transgender service members have been able to serve openly in the military since last year when former Defense Secretary Ash Carter ended the ban. Military chiefs recently announced a delay on allowing transgender people from enlisting so they can further study the issue. But transgender troops are already serving in the military.
The White House is not saying what will happen to those people currently serving.
Implementation policy is going to be something that the White House and the Department of Defense have to work together to lawfully determine. And, I would imagine the Department of Defense will be the lead on that.
Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders did not provide a timeline for the process.
A 2016 RAND study concluded gender transition health care coverage for transgender military members would increase the Defense Department's health care costs by as much as $8.4 million. The Pentagon's overall health care expenditures are around $49.3 billion.
The Pentagon will not say if Defense Secretary James Mattis agreed with Trump's announcement.
Meanwhile, today, one Hoosier who also is transgender is speaking out about her time in the Indiana National Guard.
24-hour News 8's Eric Feldman caught up with her and found out why she says the Guard gave her a new life. Eric.
Well, Kimberly Akoff served in the Indiana National Guard when it was illegal for anyone transgender to serve, but she says her gender had no bearing on her qualifications in the military and is urging the president to reconsider his plan.
Ask Kimberly Akoff how she'd introduce herself, and she says,
a fellow Hoosier who has served in Indiana Army National Guard from 2000 to 2006.
But there's more to it. Kimberly is transgender. She transitioned a year before joining the National Guard, back when it was illegal.
It's every day living in fear that someone's going to find you out, like you've done something wrong, but you've done nothing wrong.
All she wanted was a chance.
I didn't believe in myself. I was at a dead end in many areas of my life, as many transgender individuals are.
And she got that chance. The Guard helped her graduate college and get a master's degree, and she trained hundreds of soldiers deploying to Iraq. She says no one knew she was transgender.
My sexuality is no more of a barrier for its training and working in the military than my color was.
In fact, she says the military molded her into the woman she is today. But still, when the Guard found out she was transgender back in 2005, she says she was told not to re-enlist. And fast forward to today, she read about President Trump's intention to once again disallow people who are transgender from serving to save money on medical costs.
That's not what this country is about. We're about giving opportunity, not taking them away, stripping people of them.
And she has a message for the president.
We're real people to be valued, not devalued. We're the people he represents. He's our president, and we're his people.
Kimberly says she's still friends with many of the soldiers she met in the National Guard, and we're going to hear more from her on 24 News 8 at 11 when I ask her about President Trump wanting to implement this policy change to save the costs on medical bills for the Department of Defense.
So, Eric, I understand that you also spoke with a UIndy professor who studies this type of stuff.
Yeah.
What impact could this policy have?
Well, some of it's of perception. You know, some people are saying that this is a discriminatory policy that President Trump is pursuing.
Right.
But on the other hand, there could also be a drop in the number of people who are interested in joining the military if they don't necessarily agree with President Trump's stance. So we'll see.